Again, I have to start this video by saying I am a fan of Protomario. This video is not directed to him like the other one because I don't know how to talk to you, Proto. Would have no idea what to say to you directly. I'm going to play your video in the background so you can hear what I'm talking about.
So, I wanted to talk a bit more in depth about what happened with the Pokemon tournament in Boston and the two individuals that were supposedly going to shoot up and massacre the place and how they were stopped from doing so. So I'm going to be talking freely here and just speculating a bit. There are two things that you need to take away from this. Number one, I'm not defending or attacking anyone. In fact, I'll be playing both sides during this conversation in this video and talking about the potential of them being innocent and guilty. And number two, they have not been tried yet. They have only been accused of crimes that they didn't commit. There are literal movies and science fiction shows about machines that would arrest people for crimes that they didn't commit yet, but they were going to. Which presents a whole conversation.
And that's so not what happened.
Those people should be arrested.
A machine did not try to arrest these people.
At any given time, you could be a mass murderer, and you could grow conscience to say, I'm not going to do this. And you didn't break the law, even if you had every intention to break the law. So
unless you threaten someone,
come into play.
like these guys did.
When you just want to paint someone out to be a straight-up criminal and a killer and things of that nature. So let's begin with some pretty simple evidence, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and give you an outline of exactly what happened. So Boston police foiled this attempted quote-unquote massacre at the Pokemon Championships. The individuals that were arrested were named James Austin Stumbo and Kevin Norton. Now, if I was an investigative journalist or private eye, or if I just worked for the police and I was trying to figure out what they did or what they planned to do, I would want a motive. So what was their motive for doing this? Well, we don't exactly know their motives. These individuals, people have talked to them, people have interviewed them, they have YouTube videos out there, and they can be quoted as saying that these individuals were pretty laid back and chill. Now, I believe that James Austin Stumbo was invited to compete in the championships. I believe that he was actually invited to play the cards there. Stumbo and Norton both. And they were invited in the Masters division, which means they weren't rookies, they weren't just entering. The next thing is, they drove 25 hours, I believe, to get to Boston in a cramped car. Now, these individuals could be gun lovers. You could say whatever you wanted about that. But the fact remains that that's a long drive to go and do a mass shooting. And believe me, if you love Pokemon and you love to play the game, you wouldn't drive that far just to become serial killers.
There you go, flawless reasoning right there, because people never travel long distances to kill other people. Never in human history has a person used a vehicle to travel a large distance to go kill other people. I mean, maybe one person, but never in mass. Oh, wait. I don't even have to bring up a specific instance. Let's just say, I don't know, 9/11, or almost every war fought in any other country ever. People go long distances to perform aggression against other people. It's something that happens. But the other part of that I love, because I'm a fucking Pokemon fan. I'm unashamedly a fucking Pokemon fan. That doesn't make me a good person. Just because I am a fan at Pokemon and Proto claiming that, oh, you spend years getting good at fucking Pokemon, you're not a person who goes and tries to kill people. I'm pretty sure all those crazy people in PETA are saying the exact opposite, that playing Pokemon makes you want to kill people. I do not agree with that, but at no point in time should anyone really be saying, well, I like Pokemon, it makes me a better person. I could argue there are good morals in the games or the shows or whatever, but that's just weird, you know, saying that because you're a Pokemon fan, you're not a killer? That makes sense.
You know, there's definitely people who want to go out with a bang, there's no question. But the problem is, a serial killer, a psychiatric profile, the mentality of a serial killer, a mass murderer, someone who would have done stuff like the guy that shot up theaters for the Batman movies. Okay? Excuse me.
And that guy didn't even warn anybody he was going to do it.
Spooky, right?
Like these guys did.
Usually, the reason that people tip turning point, shall we put it, is that around them something is triggered. Behavior that isn't normal, isn't right, and is causing issues with them. Okay? So, what ends up happening is that these mass murderers versus very specific serial killers will go and get revenge on people that have caused them issues. So, this guy was well received in the Pokemon community. He was...
Okay. So now Proto's acting like he's some kind of like psychological analyst or something. Which would be fine if he was like saying like this, I don't know what I'm talking about or whatever, but he's not saying that. He's saying like this is how psychopaths work. I'm just gonna hold this phone. And then he brings up the fucking the theater shooting there. And he's saying, oh, that's like your classic mass murderer. And then he says mass murderers go and do revenge killings. The guy who shot up the theater was basically trying to be the Joker. He called himself the fucking Joker, and he went and shot a bunch of people in a fucking theater. Yeah, that wasn't a revenge killing. So, Proto's arguing with Proto now. I guess you both shoot people in mass murders for, you know, revenge, or for what, like, he didn't even say what the other one was about, you know, because he said that guy was a perfect example of the fuck. Well, I'm just fucking talking. Let's listen.
Banned, both of them were not banned from the Masters Tournament. Looking at his Facebook profile, James Austin Stumbo, the older of the two, this individual here has...
Okay. Proto is gonna break down his genius psychological evaluation of this character based on his Facebook profile. Because, you know, you can't get more accurate than that.
Nothing about guns, killing, or anything of that sort. Even though he made these jokes talking about killing the competition on Facebook.
Even though he made those jokes. He said there was no anything about guns or killing on his Facebook, even though he made those jokes. I think what you mean to say is except for those jokes. You know, so he's going to say what it is anyways. What it is they said they were going to kill the competition, put a picture of the gun they said they're going to do it with, and Proto said there's no guns on his Facebook. Huh.
This is what tipped the police off and made them worried about this. Okay, they said they were part of a group, a Facebook group, and they said to the degree that they are ready for the world's Boston. Here we come. Okay, and what ended up happening is that they said they were going to kill the competition with ARs. So one of them said showed the picture.